Hello, Facebook peeps. Cookie here. It is Friday. Woo! Super excited. I got submitted a really awesome question earlier this morning, and I feel like it was a great one to hop on here and answer. So here I am. So the question that came in was from someone that they basically said that they feel like that when they share interests or things that they're into or things that they want to try or things that they want to do, they kind of have people in their life that put it down or bash them or make fun of them or things like that. And they said that basically they realized lately that around specific people, in their case it's like friends and family, they've become very withdrawn, they've become shut down, they've really lost their self-confidence, and they've really kind of are wavering if they even want to continue participating and doing the things that they're into because they feel like people are kind of just bashing it and making fun of it. So this is my piece on that. This is one of my biggest pet peeves because I see it quite often where somebody is interested in something, somebody's into something, and for every thing that they're into and everything that they want to do, that they want to try, that they're excited about, there's always that person there kind of bashing it. Perfect example is with and I see it a lot right now with Pokemon Go. I personally don't play Pokemon Go. I don't know a lot about it. I had somebody kind of explain it to me the other day. It's not something I'm into, it's not something I do, but you know what? Just because I don't do it and just because I don't, understand the ins and outs of it or whatever, that doesn't mean that I have to bash it. Or if somebody comes to me and says, hey, I'm really into this, I really like it, it's really fun, I'm really spending a lot of time and energy on it. Like, just because I don't like it or I'm not into it, I don't have to turn around and bash it. A lot of times too, I think we're quick to judge and we're quick to, kind of tell somebody like, oh, that's silly or that's stupid, or express our opinion. Whereas if we could just take a second and listen, because it takes, I think, a lot of courage and it takes a lot for somebody to kind of open up and tell you what they're into, what they're about, what they're excited about. And when you immediately start bashing that, and when you immediately start coming at them with a million reasons why that's stupid, or why are they wasting their time doing that, or, oh, this is dumb, all it does is kind of crush someone's soul, even if it's something as small as a game that they're playing or something like that. I feel like a lot of times people come to us and just try to open up and try to share, and they're not wanting your opinion. They're not wanting you to tell them that it's right or it's wrong or things like that. They're really just wanting you to listen and to be supportive and say, oh, that's cool. Or, maybe if it's something that you don't do or something that you're not about, maybe ask questions. Perfect example, the Pokemon Go, I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, I know what Pokemon is because my little brothers used to collect the cards, but I don't know what the game is. I don't understand it. So instead of bashing it or talking about how stupid it was, I'm like, hey, what is it? Like, how does it work? So that I could learn about it. Like I said, I don't play it, I don't do it, but that doesn't make it wrong just because I don't do it. And I feel like that's the shame of the matter is, I know for me, with my fitness journey, with my goals, with what I want to do, what I want to become, I had naysayers across the board. I had people, family, close friends, kind of laughing at me, being like, oh, okay, yeah, and it really is extremely hurtful when you kind of get up the courage to share to somebody, hey, this is what I'm aspiring to do, this is my goal, this is something that I'm gonna start working towards, and you're kind of hoping for that person to look at you and pat you on the back and be like, yeah, you can totally do it, I totally believe in you, that's awesome, congratulations. And instead you get people that are talking down to you and going, oh, that's stupid, or do you really think you're gonna be able to start working out? I mean, you don't work out at all, and now you're going to try to work out every day, and oh my gosh, you eat like crap. You're going to start eating clean? Pfft, I'll believe it when I see it. When you have people like that in your life, it's really disheartening, and when you're already kind of wavering with your self-confidence and with your self-esteem, and you have the people closest to you in your life kind of putting you down and telling you that you can't, it makes it really difficult to tell yourself you can. So I feel like if you notice that certain people in your life, are just those dream crushers, or just those people that they hear you say, hey, I want to do this, I want to be this, I want this, and they're the ones telling you a million reasons why you can't, or how that's not logical, or you're not going to be able to. Stop sharing with those people. Just because people in our lives doesn't mean you have to share every single thought, dream, aspiration with them. There's just certain people that because they only see themselves at a certain level, they're not going to be able to see you at a higher level or believe it. And it gets back to what I talked about a lot, and a lot of when I answer my questions is getting to a space where you don't need that outside validation. You don't need other people to tell you it's okay to do something. I have a lot of friends and a lot of family that are into things that I'm not into, and I always have just real admiration for them that they just do it. It's something they're into, it's something that they enjoy, it's something that they like, something that they're excited about, and they're into it and they do it because they love it. They're not doing it because someone else told them it was okay to do or someone else gave them the, thumbs up. I have friends and family that are into things that other people just don't get, and whatever that is, and they still get after it. They're still passionate about it. They still share, they still post about it. And they're not wanting and doing it for attention or validation or things like that. They're doing it because they really like it. And I think that is more of what I can say as far as if you don't feel like you're getting support or you're having people tell you that you can't do something, is stop waiting and wanting and needing that validation from other people. If you see something for yourself, if you want something for yourself, whether it's, like I said, a game, you want to go play Pokemon Go and you're really into it and it makes you excited and it makes you happy and you really just enjoy it, then just enjoy it and be happy about it, and don't worry about those people that are sitting there bashing it or making fun of it or making you feel bad about it. I feel like and believe me, it's taken me a long time. I used to be the biggest person that I would really get concerned and need to have certain people in my life kind of like check off and like tell me, like I kind of present like, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm into right now, this is kind of my, what I'm exploring, and this is where I want to go and what I want to do. Is it okay? And when these certain people would be like, no, I don't think it's a good idea, and they would rattle off like 80 different reasons why it wouldn't work, it couldn't work, I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't dedicated enough, I wasn't strong enough, you kind of go, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't anymore. And I lived my life like that for years, not doing what I thought inside I could do and what I wanted to do because I felt like I didn't have the backing of the people that mattered the most to me in my life. And it really held me back, and it really made me sacrifice who I was as a person, shut myself down as a person. I became extremely withdrawn. I became extremely depressed. I became extremely anxious because I wasn't living my true life. I was living a life that I thought that was what I should be doing because that's the limitations that anyone else, all these other people had put on me, and I wasn't happy. And I really think that when we stop doing things and living life because of the limitations other people put on us, the world becomes a much more like open and beautiful place. Be you, be into what you're into, whatever that is. My thought process on all of it is, if you're doing something that's not hurting yourself physically or mentally, and if you're not hurting or, injuring or harming anybody else in the process, then embrace it, enjoy it. I have friends that are writers, I have friends that are artists, I have friends that are musicians, I have friends that are photographers that, are into hobbies like scuba diving and motorcycles and all sorts of things that like I'm not into, but I think it's super cool to see them get into something, do the research, take classes, go and explore, go and learn. And there's nothing more amazing than when you talk to a friend who's just experienced something that they're really passionate and into and they're excited about it, and they're sharing that information with you. I'll call her out because she said I could. My best friend Carolyn, she rides motorcycles and really likes motorcycles, and I don't know anything about motorcycles except for I think they're cool, and just seeing her do the research and take classes and really delve into it, it's been so inspiring because here she was, it's something she's always kind of been interested in, and kind of has gotten into it, and she now shares it with me and tells me stuff about it, and when I have questions, I embrace that, and I love that she goes to classes, and I love that she's excited about it. And that type of passion and excitement about something, especially something new or something that you've always wanted to do, is so infectious. And it makes you want to do, and it makes you want to explore, and it makes you go, you know what, I've always wanted to do this, I'm going to go figure it out. And so just because you are around people that are into things that you're not into, or things that you don't understand, or maybe living a lifestyle that you don't live or you don't get, don't bash it. It's really soul crushing when you kind of go to those people that you feel like are in your inner circle and you share yourself, which is so, for so many people, I mean, I feel like for anybody, it's a little hard to do, to just really bare your soul and share your dreams and your desires and your hopes. And nothing is more hurtful than when you finally get up the courage to do that and then you have somebody completely put it down and bash it. Nothing is more disheartening than somebody looking you in the face and being like, that's stupid, you're not gonna do that. For me, I've heard it for years, you know, whether it was, you know, I wasn't gonna be able to get a degree, or I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, you're a girl, you can't, all those sorts of things, which for me, once I got more confident in my abilities and once I started taking can't out of my vocabulary, it kind of fueled my fire. And I'm like, oh, you don't think I can? I'm gonna do it. But it takes years and years of building up your self-confidence and building up that self-esteem that you're able to push through the naysayers and the dream crushers and the nasty negative people that have nothing better to do than bash what they hate, talk about how this is stupid, talk about that, how that is dumb, because it's just not a part of their world and a part of their life. So to the person that submitted the question to me, I really hope that you keep embracing and chasing after and doing what you love to do because you love to do it. It's wonderful when you have family and friends supporting that, but if you don't, I mean, it's hard and it's really, really sad, but start to learn that there are certain people that you don't need to get that okay from to embrace and learn and love the things that you love. Because just because they don't get it doesn't make it wrong. If you love it, you're passionate about it, it brings joy and happiness to your life, keep on doing it. I think we can all use a little more love, joy, happiness in the world right now. And if you've found something, whatever that is, like I said, as long as it's not harmful to you or to other people, then keep on doing it. You know, you don't have to please everybody. And if you live life only doing things and only acting a certain way and behaving a certain way and doing certain things to please other people at the sacrifice of yourself, it is a very, very miserable life. And living a life on the other side where you're living life to fulfill how you feel and what really makes your soul smile, it's an amazing shift. And I think also too, once you start doing that and you really truly embrace who you are and what you're about, even the naysayers can kind of look and they can still have their opinions, but when they see that you're doing it and you're doing it with a smile on your face and you're succeeding and you're, you know, getting after it and making these major life changes, even the naysayers sometimes start to come around and they're like, hey, wait a minute, remember you, like, how are you doing it? I have people all the time that when I started with my fitness journey, you know, they're, oh yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it, and lo and behold, they're contacting me now going, hey, what are you doing? Hey, you look great. How'd this happen? You know, so keep doing you, embrace you. Don't let naysayers and negative people and dream crushers ruin your day. Take away that joy that you find in things, whatever it is. Embrace it, love it, and be you, because we're all unique. We all have our own interests and differences, and that's what makes the world a beautiful place. Be into what you're into, and be into it because it brings you joy and happiness, not because you're trying to get validation from other people. So I hope that was helpful. Like I said, it's something that I struggled with for years, being somebody I wasn't, because I wanted people's approval and I wanted people to like me, and I became a really empty shell of a person because I wasn't being my true self. And I know what that girl looks like and I know what that girl feels like, and it was a really, really sad, miserable existence, and I will never go back to that, no matter what. So I hope for you that you can keep doing what you're doing, embracing what you're doing, loving what you're doing, and letting the naysayers be naysayers and letting them be negative in their own. Let them hold on to that negativity. You keep doing what you're doing and be happy and positive. So I hope that's helpful. It's Friday, y'all. I can't stand when people are nasty and negative on a Friday. It's like the best day of the week. So I hope you guys are out there enjoying it, enjoying the day. I'm hoping to get some pool time later. I'm so pale. I need sun in my life. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Hope you guys are getting after it. Hydrate, eat clean, get your workouts in, and be kind. If someone's sharing something with you, whether you like it or not, embrace the fact that they feel confident and comfortable enough with you that they're sharing a piece of themselves with you, and be thankful for that and be grateful for that and embrace the conversation. If you are one of those people that you're watching this and you're like, oh gosh, I kind of am that dream crusher, I've told people things they were doing is stupid, or I've been, you know, nasty or negative, turn it around. Be positive. You know, someone starts telling you about something they're into, you're not into it, you don't get it. Ask questions. Have a conversation. Be friendly. Be nice. All right, everybody. So have an awesome Friday. Thanks so much for hopping on, and I will see you guys later. Bye.